Well, here we are on day number 10. The weather is cooperating. We have winds from the south, 35 knots, but the seas are not big, so we're making over 22 knots. We've sailed 3,584 nautical miles since leaving Turku, Finland, and we have 2,312 miles to go before we reach Port Everglades. Last night around 10 o'clock in the evening, we passed just north of the Azore Islands. They're now 380 nautical miles behind us, so everything's proceeding as planned. Now I'd like to share with you something that's very meaningful for me and pretty special. I'm not the only captain on board. You know, we have Captain Poot Olsen, who's my co-pilot on the Oasis with the Seas, but we also invited two of our retired captains, Captain Kent Ringborn and Captain Ulf Svensson. They're both sailing and enjoying themselves, and it's just very special to have old shipmates, captains that I sailed with or sailed under during my time with Royal Caribbean. We're spending a lot of time on the bridge, sharing sea stories, talking about old times, and now you're going to have the opportunity to get some of the impressions that they have during this crossing to Port Everglades on the Oasis of the Seas.
My first vessel was Viking Serenade on the US West Coast out of Los Angeles, and then I spent 2.5 years in Germany and followed Radiance of the Seas whilst the ship was being built from the very first plate to what it became.
Well, I have served on several of them, and I brought also a brand new ship out, the Grandeur of the Seas, and now I have been invited on board the Oasis for the crossing, and I must say that I'm really surprised how well she behaves.
Wow! This is unbelievable. The whole ship is so open. I think that concept is something very special.
The Aqua Theatre, the boardwalk, Studio B, and of course the Royal Promenade. It's like being in a small village, for God's sake.
Oasis is handling this very well. I'm impressed.
She's very stable. I mean, she has a GM of 6 meters. You can expect her to be very steady.
This is a milestone in the company I really love to work for. So it's just great. I'm very happy to be here.